akase ewo KFM TV so na mekai wo say enwume news njumekuo bi adaroma ana wo mo boye tridom ma yede enwume news yede ebesom aseda kese enko enfama KFM Musical Center se open instrument papa abowo asori ana odwumede bi asema atwedom ediabemu ediamo dia KFM Musical Center nkwa ana nwumeme kanfo ediamo bankramantem ha wo mo wa Accra Zongolen wo Asante Mantem so wo mo ewedum wo mo ne Sambra Hotel no ana ebonhwe ni menwume wo mo eboye chidom my KFM TV news no yede ebesom wo
Afia Talent Microfinance kasem ehu adwuma ene ho ntotoye na wonom eye nti biaya wo pese o mo show sikasem ne nye ni mfama no talent esebre o mebi o mapono ato ho ede frefro bibiara eba ni sikasem ehu aya adwendwen ehu akwa atwe yie di ama no wo chese bra no mo hyehye ni nyina ye mfama titiru ene edwedifo ahodo amwo maimu Afia Nkrankra ni nyumeku ahodo no womo ebi omo kwaban mu efre osebre na omo ma osika opesika no bi edi aye adwuma omo mebi ewo hwa eno eye loan me kire besia no na besia so omo de ma hwan si hu no ketwa bi no omo de beto ho abetimi etua ekobasa na woji a eye nije so na ode je nya memne mfe so woji abetimi etua bibia no embe echo ha bia ni nchirashu bia no entimi emba ho afen so pa bia yesie osika no mo dia to ho ama wo ebrese mu akwa akofo ade enso dia talent oye bi ewo ho enti no dia so okwa bra opese omo de to o ma akosi mpempen so dodo apese omo ehwe ma be yi wa ade ni nyina no o be bibia kama e dia man fa nkoto bia ya enne o de be ko china be ko no na chese ye de eye credo atutum na ene wedding senseme sika no so say wedding pa ye enti no bomoden so be kwa akoto be a o ha ni nchirahwe bi a entimi embechi manta medu ni mu die ahodin mu eni tumi so ma hyatem mo bo adwuma de ben wo no tweben wo mo no mo hwenye osikasem ni yi enfama
Dada bat hair cap enso se ope phones apapa ani bo form na obe yisu a chepa dia dada bat hair cap nkwa ana obetimi ediweni atwemu eho wo muton phones bi to say iPhone, Infinix, Samsung, Tecno, Yam, Itel ni nya no wodweni atwemu ewo dada bat hair cap wonsa ebetimi aka phones we na ebi wo muton ene eho akade bi to say battery, charger, earpiece, AirPod ni nya no dada bat hair cap ewo bi eho a wo musoso womo ahye kese no mu ebutu kaneshi womo eben etakwa station ni pe eho ana dada bate cab ewa enwe womo so eboye chidom ma yedi KFM TV news no yede ebesomo ewo KFM eso nenwume news no mekai wo sensem no de edimo akotini ebi enese eye fifi fiave kwate edensem bi abetudwa wode ekwa ma eye government officials ahodo a womo ewo maimu
Yebe ko eye mrahye bedwafie na trene a wo ho no na me no ka sei die wo de onmonyamfo a ono eye mrahye bedwani ma de hia wo no mo asin central baton peso so Reverend John Ntimfo Dwa famra kwan so a omohwe ni so betua sika no sombo 30 million Ghana cedis
sa enso anedwedi ensem GPRTU penifo enso de ensem bi abetudwa wo mo chiemu se street workers ahodo no womo de enoma dodo na ena egu kwan manwumre yebedomo esuko ede amawo
yebeboira enigide ensemu na Kenneth Apia eba no eye nwomto adwuma aye gospel na wobudi mutintima ye ho adwuma enei wode nsem bi na aba betudwa ede afa nwomto adwuma ne ho ankyemu ho a yede besomo ena nwumre ewo kase no eso
Wayne Sem ene afufro pi anyume yabo anu ayede ebesomo se KFM TV news me kai wo se enyume news etwego ewo ye abefo ntentan fide ni na so Facebook ene YouTube KFM TV GH no tu betimi akoho na wakohwe bi ne wa share na wa like na wo de wadwenche no e de go ase America makama eho sasa enso ana yankasa so ye social media handles no mi social media handle TikTok Lydia Nkrumah 682 Aje Maame Esi Facebook and so Maame Esi abetimi akoho na wako follow me na videos ahodo egu ho no wode wadwenche dodo na egu ase e de amaye Afia
media no TikTok no Afia_Mefia Instagram Maame_Fosuah Facebook no Bridget Esiama inti sa pepepe ne wo abefo ntentan fidie ne so to ame ho ne di nkita ho ahodo no ewo
Mesan Kai will say ubetimi enso ede wadwenche no afa ye WhatsApp line so 0246 239070 0246 239070 na do wadwenche no enso ede afa ho kama ede amaye enwumre edin ameje so ene Maame Esi Nkrumah meni minuaba
Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia meje so yegina so na ya tonkra ye papa ensem na ye hya asiamo.
Ebusuafo yegusua edamasi se nyumre mugoso etimu TV ho ehwe KFM TV News mekai wo se nyumre news etwego ewe abefo ntentan fidie ne so Facebook ene YouTube KFM TV GH no ntu betimi akoho na wakohwe bi ne wa share na wa like na wo de wadwenche no enso ede guase amai kama elhosa ye hensem na se ede amaodi amahye bedwane a owo Gomua Central a ebano entertainment a wo bone homodi wo mu ye papa eye Kwame A+ wono ana meka ne ho asemi na wode nsembi abetudwa wode Kwama Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wochem se eye ohwe Mampeni John Dramani Mahama na mebumba bibia etwe se so okase wo san ejina se Mampeni biom ewo 2028 abato ebeto o my Ghana han wobetimi ejina ye papa se ne term no so okase wo san ejina ade a ebetimi aye possible se obesan ensu ejina ebiom nsem we eye Kwame A+ and odi tudwamra woni semtwofo hia etwetwenkom.
So my assessment no, he said take it to the Council of State just as Nyamranes here. But I'm sure Ghana for moment here dey biase. I'm at Tete Nkrumah say Mahama person Pama Chief Justice say na be ya obekọ for a third term. Me pa cho. Say dey the Mran here dey.
And look what they say government communication minister for communication honorable Felix Kwacho Fosuah Oduahoma just no kribia sa.
Ono kra wan kan yi. Kwacho Fosuah wan kan yi.
Adena guess what can I say?
John Mahama betumi seeking for billion terms. Ayamra Ghana constitution wodi ya media ye nyina betumi constitution no ye say wo pese wo sesam bibi wo mu afa kɔ ha emra no ye tro ye no ye say justice soa ni to forwards attorney general ni judgment no or tro wo mu say constitution no enye just text to say ne da he dan you are why
me dem say honorable kawasem
first year kawasem a living organism capable of growth. Into no constitution, it will say any. Yes, he attract one and one. No. So if the president thinks that the term limit no, Ghana, able to meet the constitution now call parliament. Say parliament. If you say Ghana no, I will say you term limit free. So we be 100 terms. Kwana kwa some power. Also what transport development. Yamra daho. Enye John Mahama de share samra.
But for now, dear.
For now, no John Mahama. On make us as about me per se. Adi no ko bi etrim say. Nya ye de say John Mahama petete omu ya lawyer for omu ni amraneka emrane say John Mahama feel so person otena so bi mu a on famra parliament obo ba beto yen wo ho yen ne ebehwe adenu aka say okay emrane ampa ya change mrana yen say we enter betumi edi akụ say ubewu ana say kura yen to aba wo Ghana ye betumi akọ parliament aye mra say Ghana kura yen to aba biu ya tan no betumi aye mra say Ghana yen to aba biu obene into no say no but me preempt omu sorry obi ehun say enye John Mahama na abese
ebusiansi egusua ejina Gomua Central Sresrebidi A+ na kache na yensem bi no de ababetudwa wo de Kwama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo chemu say kwan ofa so a Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Tokono wo yi ni free so a ene de onye CJ wo maimu no wo che say kana ye say bra enkane Mampeni na nado danko ekufuado eba abenwane so no na che say Maame Charlotte say wono ena sabre no na wo ye dwomtenani ede ma abato komisan no na sene na wo mpeni dwumedi a wo pese osesa no di obi foforo ba no eno nam so ede eye Maame Sofia no ye Chief Justice so ti abedweko se omo hwehwem sansa abato ayeto ye no mususu se Maame Charlotte wanye na dwuma yi woni ni deputies ahodo no kwan ahodo anom ewo se omo fa so no enya de se omo timi fa so nti na ehu behia yi se yi no edi frɛ ne omo kɔ na kra na di nkomo ne adea mekowi ase no ohwan Maame Charlotte ne to ase akonya eno no che se sa pepepe na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de no yaye sanse brankofo komiensa e de adestrede kopie mu ewo Mahama akache echim so omo mpese Chief Justice Maame Gertrude Betina so ebiem no enam so no so di kopie mu ewo Council of State wonom animu wo mo so tena asibobo nsem ne ho no na chese hu behia yesi atwi ne dibre no di free ni nsem ya article 146 clause 6 wo mugina so a odi tu sa na mo nti sane we fa so no sa pepepe eno a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so afa so a enam so amodi yi eye Maame Gertrude Araba Isaba tokunu nhwemu no yento asom
no positioning no say obi person manipulating mrano how many times ye Akufo Addo ye president we Charlotte say no and yet the same process ye Chief Justice Safaso on the first ye Charlotte say ye the petition by also tena nchen na ye investigation we no pamo no wa man a bicycle baako end of service benefit one money be Charlotte went home after many years of working. She went home with nothing. But Pacho, NDC for the day, or my appointees no, sabi. Omu ye nipa. Domlovo, ye guma. Ye finding way out the pamo domlovo. You see you soon mra.
So do you see it as a revenge?
Na Ghana na ye. Say no. Ye to abanasa o party na wo no. The new election na. Obi a wo baby apako no ma. This is yes because that is the system no crania ba ko pe ye kan ye omo ye kan ye mamu ye Charlotte say mamu nipa ba ko ye ade o Charlotte say case mu ye kwaku ba ko o kan ye no onu say onu de in some way no we say o you align to them in some way
align to him
to MPP for no but even he onu kwaku ba ko said it over and over say sabi we mamu ye nyina Ghana your friends o de enti no
Ghana had
ye Charlotte say ye domlovo ya kan mamu ye domlovo auditor general mamu ye no they remove this man afide we fu aben mu no nipa no start say omo obeye ne dia we see hey adenti na no de mo ye no MPP for no ye nipa chen NDC for na
but ono say when it comes to the judiciary I want to a bit sensitive. I don't want to say.
I could be Pope Benedict say time now. Onu free hona Pope Francis Ebaye no. Nipa na no Pope Benedict eye aduma na no Pope Francis do me. Even Vatican Pope ya do be fa nkrofo. You check. Obe resha for the nkrofo mu onu abe resha for nkrofo free so betu no ma ye aduma. Even Vatican
Adeshman Benuntin same way Anna Kwame A+ edit to odwa ewo hosa ye de mo consent from the Asami je fin sema abetodwa ni padodo na twe ne sere ne abasa no eno anna eye nana ya janto a enso de abetodwa wo chim se sa Asami je fin sema ekoba ye ne ekame ayese nipa ko bi ana mo sheda wo mo seti Asami je fi apa wo mo hwese nkanim guase kese ebetimi akọ ediama na sadia eto Asami je fi enye ne so wonu de odokwan so ana wo yi ne di e de acha gada no ndo susu se nipa ko bi ana wo mo sheda ehihye we editi a eye onmunyam for Asami Jemfi semwe nana ya janto a wono ana odi tudwa
the amount for the code of conduct betches I'm wondering where it will come from because I took time to read the 66-page document to find out there be a chese which are there no problem what did they mention so Samiji ni pay no decide they say me pay na imagine the person me say into dollars emre bi eni we sin because emre si ne kwan and could be kukuru 5 million me say ne ba me man kan bio but the way omo come e mane e bi for because anticipate assemble me man kan bi because obo ho betime keeping the sika or dollars even though enye yi obetime keeping the sika or dollars until e buy me can say no ani see this na wasesa obi enyim paper na obi de ono sesan no wan fan chew ni made the folk wiai because there is scarcity. Maybe our mama will be in the radio also they check. There are many issues no cry. Some is helping somebody. Yes, what cancer will be a needy. Anybody will be beside Sika no needy. Or need the binti no beside Sika. You must say Sika, but wait there. They meet me who you say me a bad gender to her man. Maame. Oh, how? But I don't know which Sika video.
I want to say be a
by gender.
Some agent fees so they see it here. No,
do it. Some you see chunk of Sika. Do video. Yes, all come dasi. We evangelist, come dasi. We know some business. I mean, are you born again? Wabompire man. Every son says, I'm over call heaven. What church and the steps to be born again? Accept Christ as your. Oh, what you say? So that's and you will be says, I'm born again, and now they are tired.
Ebusian say nana ya jantwa ne anu disem a ode koma ye ora samije mfini mama pata grada ne dollar ehon sensem ene twegu sisia ne free sansem ni mu ne akonsem fofromo e de ama ode achocho for penyini e de ma the National Democratic Congress NDC amenu ko no e yon munyan for fiave court wodin sembi na baba tujwa e de afa e NDC eni afin so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na memu a wobo sisia e wo man Ghana ha woche said ye be se bi obi ye nieme bi ensem fata no aban no ebe bo ne ho ban semra no entimi ni ndidie wo mo che se sa niema no enya de se ombe so kra niema hodo mpe so mu gya wa chima nchima be hu ebe hu se ndisi ameni okwo ne betena aso no wo mo ye niema kama ye niema yi ma yetimi ko ye nimu no sa ansa na ho no eno mu gya to ho na nye se bi obi ye bibia ensem fata no mo katakata ye katasumi mu aso mo che se sa de ndie wo mo nye bida emra na chiwa enu be di sene fata nti ubia be bibia no bo homodin sa na muntu a wutu no enya de betieti amra edo be kwa kogina mra nanim sa se du kogina mra nanim a emra na enu be di sene se na efata onmonya for fiabi court inchemu no eni.
You're within government. I believe that this is just just business as usual. That means that the person or the group of people don't understand what is going on.
When you say some business
as opposed to what happened over the last 8 years, where you could literally take advantage of some of these things and then take care of yourself and do it at the expense of the country. This time around, no matter who you are, if you get involved and you do anything that amounts to literally shortchanging the country, that party at the highest level is not going to show you. The party at the highest level is not going to in any way say that is a party person. Let go. No. Reset means reset. It's simply the business as usual is over. Things have to be done properly. Now, we can also not simply give up and say that simply because in the past there were challenges, we cannot rise to do better things today.
But isn't that
power that was pretty low? We're talking about a previous government that clearly was heavy on talk, but too little on genuine, should I call it, delivery. We're talking about a president that really just believed that it's all about reading great speeches and not so much about putting his foot down and ensuring that things are done well. Now, John Mahama is not perfect, but even in his previous mandate, he clearly did a number of things that very many leaders wouldn't do. He clearly showed, for example, that if you don't get it right, he's not hesitant to take decisions that ought to be taken. For example, over the last 8 years, you barely could see a president having the courage to even do reshuffle. It's almost as if he was even scared of his own appointees. This president is not scared to fire you at the next opportunity.
Ebusian for the same way, and a General Secretary Edema NDC Amenu Kono, a Unmonyam for Fifi, a Fiave Quati, Wadi to Dema, one in Central for Shire, a Chichincomo, a demo air concert from there, a minority chief whip, a Nelson Roxon, Dafiameco, and the day what day, a Mashibijania or a Saint Central, Unmonyam for a Reverend in Team for your Wadino Afama, Quanswa, a court, a eko asemi ho asetena wo che se eye owura yi ending sem bi ebetu dwa efa ne ho a ndi abefo ntintan fidie so ni social media post wo kan sem bi a ensem fata efa ne ho eno enenam so mo no so sisa asem we de nya de obeti ase de bia de sanse wegu ne ho fi anu nti wo de no efa mra kwan so court ekwa asetena we no wo mo twa sika no so bo 30 million Ghana cedis se wontua enfa ma papa ne no ene ya de a ebema na koma ato ne yema nsem a waka edifan ho a enye no kwe no en wetimi ama justice as 7 enu nti same way ana minority chief whip Nelson Roxon de afemako wode abetudwa
ebisa to ansem ne so nia consent from etimi edi ama odi a ye ko gomo central mra she bedwani na kachi ebiem na addition so be kaye nche bia ena ebede adwa se national service no wo elista hodo eni nkrofoku e wo se wonum ti omo ka no na che se din bia broso ama no so mbuti se 80,000 ghost names a na che se omu nyina no moji aketua bosumi bia na nso no enya de so omu ye adwuma bia enti no che se e bia Afia Fosuah na Afia Fosuah na etimi eto aso sa ba se du na Afia Fosuah eto aso du ni nyina wo mu nyina AGP e wo national service wo mo e payroll no eso na ne nkofo bebre na ne kasa fa ho eme nam so ama me no kasa krampanyifo de ne megu akwam ye hihye ya ye hwehwemu mapa etimi edi afa ho ne nsakraye omaye e wo sa bia ye no enti sia no wo koye national service bia Ghana card ni di mutinti mapa ye sanse no de wonkwa weni baako ne da so edin baako enim baako pay baako na abeje na sansem ni mu na nkofo bebre na e kase kwame obin asare meche A+ ne ho ebom wonim hu bi ene di opanyin aba montin aba bechem se de omo kan nyina no nokre bia enim eye 80,000 ghost names a nkofo ko omo ka ho omo je sa pay ni nyina omo da payroll so no wo kire se adabraka wonim ho hwe inchemu eni anu ya odema osansem ne ho no eni
NSS ghost names and niema wo e fa na be explain
court and attorney general the salary and Maame I am not here to do his job for him abanya fa ne say onu investigating nyoma no fa court and is a wo catch on ko say omo be bisa me na say wo salary a wo no me neche wo na wo salary say we dwuma no no o say me nkoka wo ko kan ya mema ye and I stated clearly in my statement ade a mema ye and I don't see where the problem is. Ade amema ye meka che Ghana fo nyina say ye Ghana fo mo fanche mi o mayama de ne biom we makoye ade we makoye Ghana fo no want to support yen. So I'm not running away from anything or hiding anything. Me I'll be very transparent. Ade amaya ne so bi no obi investigate obi a there was no investigation anywhere. E we nyoma e koso online social media and obi see yes anything. Nkofo say wakoye say intino a person also use media no at the kind of side of the story yeah one no to organize a press conference now no so yeah then or me kind of there because I say and of course he's very innocent until proven guilty by a court who can be as many people say we and also opportunity to be candidate on UTV na say you organize UTV say UTV but you people we so person or be kind of some you can throttle so don't we do it every day media house organ apart from say nkofo to some be come how do they make money obi be advert otonwade obi wo problem o person okan obi se set agenda setting newspaper wo hey ni nyina no bebre ho a obi na setting agenda enti no if you come and tell me say obi say o person okan na the side of the story the media and that is how na me go NSS me yeg more one answer and there's nothing to hide. There is nothing to
Adeshimamba Kwame A+ nsema wode tudwa enye free nsem mu na yede mo akonsem fofo mu dia en David bia etwego ewe abefo ntentan fidie so no intintam fidie ne so no echemu se nkrofo bia wo mo echemu se wo mo ye assembly members ewo Ablekuma North abaton peso aso no mo echemu se sisi ade nkrofo bi akidnap omo a wo mo esusu se sankrofo no NDC ameniokofo ni bi ana omo abopo a wo mo achi omo edi akogu baby a eno de kidnapping papa na wo echemu se wo mo susu se MC dibre a na wo nipadodo na nsa kan bi no mampeni John Dramani Mahama de na wo yiye no esan se wo mo sa assembly members wo mo angiantu nti ana NDC amenioko no abom homoden na wo mo akidnap mu ina sesi ade wo mo sempeni for se wo mo ntimi ntwa mo ni embehwe mo na bia ya mo wo mo no wo mo ni enje
Ghana Me pacho yenyo. Assembly members, yeni epidem yeni na ya locked up. Ya locked up. Any echede. Ya ka mama lock here. Ya ka mama ye fine. Ghana first. So mo bie ya ka de bia so mo beje ye wati. Yes, sira mo beje ye.
Ebusuafo anu nti sa assembly members si wo nsem a wo mode to dwa eno no ye gina wo nsem eso na ye twa ye ho sima akwaje aboafo nkrato ye ba nsem no dodo na na ye de beka ho ama mo.
Yo, I'm for and I am Makwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shop. The Tosumi, no, who free a Kumasi Malcolm that damn hono, a sunny at the bar at Dumino, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now shop no any Sambra Hotel and the Dinsha anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel, a wood sunny at the co, Nankane and Hagan hono, Anne, a hot and a KFM musical shop. The Tosumi, no, yet be no fofro. Now the air can say, if the papa etimiche, the odia sorry, the odi grow agro ahudo. Juma de be a woody open here a young the mature musical instrument piano, a KFM into a say Ghana Muntie Asante Mai Muntie, a KFM musical shop, Anna Sabre, Yabia no fofro Monochai, a war Premper the 2nd Street. We free all men come down now we sunny ediko adumno and udu Sambra Hotel Quantana so now what done on Sunny Faso oho anas KFM musical shop yi ewo yani Sambra Hotel ana ewe animo ya twan abrebia
gina mese se meya proud anase meya dwa na free Kumasi adum KFM instrument store obi bisa sa se bom enfo dia woto no woni sida wodi ni ama papa ejira wonim na woto no wotu say yes woto no bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi adum se mi jira ho na me to no ma bitimi nya ho me ka fi se fidi papa mu anim na mi jina no wo betra ye ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kana ensamfu ayi
Sanson dawa CBM akwaba fambra KFM TV esenwe no siakase ne egusua etina pronecha yede esomo no yeto ansem ne so konsem fofromo etimi edia maudia mentimi wase ene ntawanta we koso e woboko ne mpotemu ne namso ama mpanyifo edi to dwache mu senke hu behia se ahemfo ene ahemafo mo man mu nyina no metimi di omonan esimu bim sa so okopie mu ho a eya hinni ni ahensie hu nsem ne namso ama santa wanta we etimi aba na enumu na no mo chemi se eya otumfo se to sumienu ade so no so de nan besimu bi aboa amade ekoso no eto etimi abrase na me no ka say sisia no eye Mamprogu Youth Association na no ye Binduru chapter omo president Al Hassan Peter Adams wababe kasa na wo chemu se sisia no seni otumfo say to sumienu abebi ode ne nan esimu hwe se asumdwe mapa ebetimi akoso wo boko ne mpotemu eni afenso nkura to ahodo a etwa ho ehia ne so betimi ejino manam so enam eya asumdwe a wonum nyina ehwehwe no wo mo echemu se de wo de aba betu dwa wo mo hwe se kusasi wonum ebetimi edi wonum so ama ahini ni ahinsie hu se metimi akọ nanim ne afa ne tima pefra ewo eye Mamprogu ne mpotemu no mo hwe se mo gituma entimi enye Onmonyanfo Al Hassan Peter Adams sinchemo bi ka ho a wode to aso e wokase no so
Binduri has no the Binduri proper has no leadership. They think that they can submit us to undue attacks. That is nonsensical and hypocritical. It's only a coward who can do that. Cowards don't attack when people are asleep. They tell, warriors, true warriors do not attack when people are asleep. You tell your opponent, meet me at point A, and he comes forward. So you are really a man. Then you fix it there. That's how we fight wars. We don't go into people's homes when they are sleeping with their wives, and then you murder them. So this is why we are we want the international community, the media, the authorities, and people who are not close to the area, who do not seem to understand the issues, to understand. It is not as though we are undermining the efforts of the Otumfuo Mediation Committee. No, nonetheless, never. I early on stated that Mamprishis are very obedient, especially our youth. We are very submissive to elders. And we cannot be bowing down before the Nigeri and rather come to disregard Otumfuo.
Adeshimamba yedemo consent for mo enumredia abeto dwa se maame a wonya finsha eduasa ennan ai friend se Helena Odro ne din adodo na nim se friend ya ohene wa na abeto dwa se si ade aposifo ensa sonimu a omode no akotwe aban ekukum ni ane se wo march busumi emu no aya bai we ya friend se Mary Eshen Telma a wonya finsha num no abai we raya ne maame mo hwehwe ne na na omu hunu omu chem se ne maame esmano ne me osmano sa bai we be ba fie wa mbedru fie biom ne no ana wo mo ye hwemu ye papa de fa asem no mo che sende ana ensa eso maame emu a wo ko hu se abai we maame ende ebro de wetimi abro akodai bia ne mo treatment de odi akodai femu bia ne tiri hwisu de odwiri ni nia ediku ye ne no ana wo mo ko hu se akodai ehye maame akachi asisi ade aposifo ensa etimi aso ne mo a wo mo de no ekotwa aban kukuma mo che se sansem no wo mu gusua edi na se ne ebekwa kosi bia no wo mbema obi bia aso atenu nti amane bo a abetodwa ai free new edubiase eba enono
ye free new edubiase nia consent for promo etimi ediama odia ye ko Ghana Tourism Authority wonom akache na obusisi ameno kase die omode nhihye ne niema ahodo foforo kra ba be boa tisiu ne nyina mahoden no mo ba be dandan eni na chese odi weni chemo restaurants hotels ahodo a ne nyina no se okopie mu ho a e kasusuo mne omo no wo be dandan nyina mahoden nani no metimi enya mfaso de kese pa e wo honom no mo chem se ne nyina no enyumeku ahodo bebre na no mba be ka omo ntoma abo ano amasa timopoi ni adwumopoi etimi abemu na ye CEO de ema eye Ghana Tourism Authority ye Maame Esi hajeto idino eno na chese ye body anu se framante meno no voter eno free ono so ka ho bia ne nyina no oba be kan yumeku ahodo akese ne nyina ho no metimi ede nyina mahodi adan ni aboa ama ye akwentu se me tourism ehun sem no etimi akoni nto aso wo ha ede somo e wo kase no so
ebusiafo enu nti semwe ana omode
ye peja ni bueno I will say ye man focus into focus I had man and say ye office PPP now hold it up. We had this already. It's under the corporate affairs, but the NYASA desired attention. They say a year for corporate affairs discuss issues of your or the corporate say or only Ghana tourism we are ready opening our doors to them. As I speak to you, we are doing partnership with hotels, with event centers, we are doing partnership with EV cars, we are doing partnership with banks so that they can help our hotels with the solar and renewable energy. See, we know a number of things that but we cannot do it alone. We have to partner with the private sector, like they said, tourism is an initiative of Ghana Tourism Authority. Any public agency or government will be the promoter of tourism, but the private sector is the driver for this sector.
And this is an opportunity to deepen our relationship with the private sector. And that is why the private-public partnership unit has been launched today. It means that there's a
for ye the more ejedi ensemudia mrashe bedwane a owo bekwai abaton peswa so munyamfo Ralph Poku edusei wono so de abetudwa wo chem se gold bond no ade a ebeboa o my Ghana ye papa penunti wo se Ghana fo ina yetimi som twetwe na ye boa esom na ebetimi ade a ebema Ghana ye gold hunsem no etimi ejina ni nan so ye papa ede ama ndi ohun ni se gold board ye ade a ebeboa ma Ghana esikasem ene ye noma bebre na etimi ejina ni nan so ede ama nti sade wo ye abai wo se yetimi eje no awa etu na ye som ye na ye kra no so na be ye a ebetimi aboaye.
You see, minority in parliament, we are here to provide an oversight responsibility to the good people of Ghana.
Right.
Like I started, the gold boss saw a lot of setbacks. In fact, it had to be put or tabled in the house a couple of times before receiving the blessing of the house and eventually the presidential assent to pass it into law. Some of the aspects or some of the concerns that were raised were the fact that they were going to be so much over-resourced, the fact that it was anti-competitive, the fact that it is designed to create a single market for the gold, and all manner of issues came up. I raised issues with most of even the definitions when it came to the sort of license you had to possess to carry out certain functions. So it saw a very difficult debate. Right. And in the end, it gets passed into law. And we have budget being read, and we hear of whooping some of 270.
Fosuah Oduahoma ensemo na sisia no be pie mu man Ghana hadia nkofo bebre na eni agye wo mu hwehwe wo mnom ebose ni nyina ne sisia sidi no na hode no etimi ekosho pe ne dollar no wonom egina ko ano o moko dendendia enya asem keto akra na enumu ena enka ne mrahye bedwani ma de hia wonom anya so to mabaso mpeso aso aye onmunya for Dixon adomako kisi echemu se sisia no se ne dollar no etimi abafo mama cedi no ekosho no mo hwe nim se 1 cedi be $1 no ni nyina no MPP ameni okuo no bra no mote so gold for oil policy o mo de buy no enenam so amene due cedi no ahode no etimi abasho no san so chem se oda NDC amani okuo na se ni nyina mu no wo mo edibuo ene anidie edi amom san so mo nenam mo so gold for oil yi etimi aba ho faso etua ka ma NDC amani okuo no so womo edin echeche sanso mabemu ena sidi no etimi abafom odmonya fokisi enchemu no enyi.
I'm happy. If the city is performing well, it impacts all of us, our lives. Sure. So I'll not sit here and say that I'm not happy that the city is appreciating. But let's be very frank with Ghanaians that it is a sum of the total of many factors, including, just to be the devil's advocate, that when we assumed power in 2017, for almost a year, when the dollar was doing well, the NDC kept reminding us that it was actions they took in 2016. So if today we are also reminding the NDC that, please, when it comes to reserving more gold, that idea was touted. It's not a new idea, but it was touted, reiterated. Ghanaians were reminded about it. The infamous gold for oil program, now has seen some benefits, and the same people who are not for it.
Ebusia for Mekai was say Jedi nsem ana yeguso ayede mamune de nsem no to aso amamudia Ghana Private Road Transport Union GPRTU penny for e de abetu yo muchem say se ade wo mode strike e be hihye so a wo man day mu no ana sa strike wo mode be hihye so muchem say penny for anhwe no man pamo dwedifo a wo mo e wo kwan ho ene o magye kwan na boso no pamo sankofo ni nya mfiri ho anya ade a wo mo won be koso aye adwuma e wo my guy ko si se won be pamo sankofo yi na no a driver for wo my guy na ha wo mo twem say cars no won be park ni ni a wo bibiampo enya car na wafan some way Ghana Private Road Transport Union penny for wo mo anomode abetudwa
ya hyenkafo adwumakuo bi awo emra ebo no ho ban yen ye die ni Road Traffic Regulation LI 2180 2012 Pepacho Osha Regulation 117 na ewo mu pefe se yen tonwa de wo car kwem yen tonwa de wo pastor yen tonwa de wo toll booth and a railway line pavement so yen tonwa de wo na wa wo be tonwa de wo na pampofo no enso page yen pampo jina mra no na yen twa so twi no eye say ye betu duwa to afiase a emro enafua bosume miensa eno pa ho a ye betumi nso aboka a eno nso 50 penalty unit one penalty unit bi anso ye 12 Ghana cedis enti every 12 cedis equals 600 no emra ne se yetimi ba osaka enso ene ya kwan so nyina bosifo atwa ma agalifo afa pan no yenya ba bi nyina na positive kro na eyese wono na force mra no wono akwagina agadifo no mu na omo chiche driver fo na car no ekobo agadifo ma enan ewa ashaman ena me no kese wo da fiase adenti na ese basa enti esre Ghana fo nyina se ya asemo aye kan obia mwaye no mfa na no ntumbi ye she authorities ni se omunya de ehia na emba no omunyi omon free car kwan no na ye driver for no ye hu ni se eye road galamsey ene bimo eye ema ye hu ye hu ano na se empanyimfo anhwe ampam omo amfiri ho a yame aduma edajuada ye driver for no ya ye adwen se car bia ntu onkra ha na ye dia demonstrate akire timamufo se ye hawo a enam so ma ye aduma ye no ye ho kiri ye ni na ye de krata akoma road ministry ye se wo mekire ye se wo ye kwan ni se wo ye ma adwadifo ana ye de bi akoma local government ye de se kwan bi abeda kromu a local government wo mu etaka ono nso meboa adenti na adwadifo etekwan no ye de bi ama interior ministry ye se interior ministry mu a ye se adenti na mra no omo nhye mra ne kete mu omo free ho ye de bi akoma ye trade ministry ye se adenti na yesisi market nanso trade ministry na hwama adwadifo etika akwemu
ebusia insie a driver for anasa hyenkafo nkabo mukwe wo mai moji PRTU for ena omuden se we be su jobo che se de maya na ye no ni dwadifo na ye no eye road galamsey aha se no obi kokwa ye kotu efo bagudie no mo so no mo te kwan no ho no tete wo mo eno na na no pa Maame Esi me ne wo ken wo yan fom so de wo hyen kotwifa ne so sisi ana akọ bone niema ne obeje odo
unse na o ka
baby out ne so nye
obi de car ahyaman o de car ko fa nkofo
no
ya chi na kotum
wo chi na tum se
baby o wo na nye
ho ye kwan egusa we dwedie ensem ni esan ekọ ye sidi no se ne sisi ano eye adwuma adihye bebre na energy e de afa ho no enam so ama mpanyifo ehye senke be ya enkase na edwedifo niema wono mo etutu mo ekọ no nkomo ntembra fom kakrasa se dollar no aba fom na bra mo de sansem no eba ne de edwedifo ne so kire se ebeba fom de na emom no wo mo so ntwen mo mo nton niema ne mo be sa abosumi mienu miensa ekọ sanse niema no makofa aba deda asa na dollar ni mpo no wono mo ete so eba se ni omo ete so de a na ekasusuro ene ba besumo mo Robin Peter to PayPal se dwan de omo kire se omo Maame Esi omu entimi nyanti we die wo mo che se mpanyifo mo America kra ne nam so maso afọ no hwe edwedie ho nsem wo man Ghana ha eye Maame Elizabeth Ofosu ejare wo de na no atum bi che se sisi ano mpanyifo ma se edwedifo yi mre kakra na mo ntimi nton ne ma na anko nanimu na muton ko nanim nya ne fa so tete a nanumu eno betimi ma saa niema a mo hwe anim se mbra fo no betimi ababa fo na sisi apa no wo mo ma niema ne ba fo dia na ye ka ena
I'm happy to inform you that the direct importers have agreed to reduce their prices, and some have already started that already. We've also heard from GUTA and AGI that it is good that the cedi has stabilized. They need a bit of time to let this reflect in their prices. It will happen gradually. The direct importers have started reducing their prices for the retailers, and this will be total when the old stock comes down. They are able to find an average from the new stock and the old stock, and prices will certainly go down. But this will be total in about 60 days. We hope that the
for anything same way and Maame edit to dry or say the more air concern for media, and there we are branding and a year Ghana Gold Board for Edberto Jomuchim Salmon Sasson for Kobma and the good no more on Washington a year bottle ma or Modi Johnny if you or my Ghana I call my from then and a Ghana Gold Board a penny for and Sasso Mamucha say and your good Ninkwana or Moji Sika Pudu account the Yesika Ketua or more Agininia Sanko faces ya Yacho my Eddie Afasan Sem no to Ghana Gold Board in somewhere almost so mudi abetuja eno. Ebusia video ni etwa Edberton Sanko fukwe wo mususu se wo mu free Ghana wo nye Ghana fompo ana wo mabesesa good enti se wo mu di dwane sesi aden aban ensa asom a yebetuto nwano de afasansem no eho yegina eye aha ne de edwade nsem no ye ni nia aba na wie ye na ya dane ye hosima abaye ba ye ne nsem no ekwa ni gede emu.
Ewusienda wasemu akwa babiem na yenkowie nsem no we nigidie mu emfa maadia ye ko eye onmonyamfo Kenneth Afia na kache na oyenyumtuni a wato nyumache ye pa ewo man Ghana ha na de hye bekai so anyumtu okwa ne from se so winners wono na ye no de nimu a woboa eme omonyumtu ne ade no etimi ekonanim na ekonkan na enche bia eno ni MC Efo kafu a wono eye openya wono host groove zone na chese wona di dwumedie ne ho echiame wona ne twetwe nkomo de fa nwumto adwuma ye gospel no wo man Ghana ha enum no oba be chese e ba se ye dan dan ni afa abefo kwan na na no ne di rema manyum to na konanimu a eye nanso no ye ni bebre nso na eboro so a na sene ya mamre ne ya mane ye wose edi hyem manyum to adwuma ne timi fa ne tema pafra na konanimu no na chese ye ase ne kakra nsi ni nyina no mu no eye ye dan da ni hwe se be yi na ye hwe so se ya mamre ne ya mane nso so ye ntutu na se na ye ntontwene umranyamfo Kenneth Apia enchire ma odi tudwa e de fans ansem no ne nsem foforo bi odi ka ho no eni
meka say onyame adum wo mo ye adwuma pa yeah and let me account so say ewi ase de esesa ages no esesa age bia need the kind of things the kind of revivals that come any idea intino how our transformation netie no is okay yeah adiba coupe na mesre wo mo say transformations no should not change the landmark because Ghana for and onyame sheda mayen the rhythms of the northern region, rhythms of Volta region, rhythms of Ashanti, rhythms of the Ga and other rhythms. Mayen throw those rhythms away because enuni yen culture enu na wo ye pe no bi ehun both producers any technical producers ni ade na omo programming songs edema and they should actually think of getting us into the roots, our roots. Now I'm quiet to say in the foreign yeah, because what they want is
wow. So when
one coming up the title here Nano Wala. Yeah, that is eternal life.
Internal ayen crying kasa. Nano wala. It means internal life. Everybody need that internal life. Yes. And how is it doing in the market now?
I think ye be release.
Okay.
Next month. Yeah, sure say next month. By this time never out because
about with videos and I say
video no video no weekend
which video no we
this weekend everything is coming up obi anhwe kwan say we obashi jama wa naro ebiti mabo dado mirate ma pa mabo tinda uti yamido herate uti yamido tinni yamido Wasami yan bengi naro Vini yamido Webubo wunu putreni naro Hizi nimuna Edi franfu wanzoho Hizi nimuna Uhumboni tutohole Iti nimuna Ebufu wasoro Oho wutinda Niti mobo wutinda Ahinimu in Jesus Alright, listen. But as many as received him, he gave them power to become the sons of God, even to them that believed on his name, which were born not of blood, nor the will of the flesh, nor the will of mankind, but the will of Jehovah. Do not commit sin, no, for God sees remain in them. They love their neighbors, for this love is of God. They overcome lust of eyes, oh. They overcome lust of flesh, oh. They overcome pride of life, oh. There's victory in their faith. There's victory in their faith.
Pia, one MCA Fosuah ono host ye groove zone. Na chese ba groove zone no nedi mu chiame no. One ne hia twetwe nkomo na sene sabre no Hong Kong sane na nya asem keto akra dwumedie no. eye kra be hwen si ejina so na ye de nsema hodo ni nyina no etimi aba na wie sanse ye bre no enya ye biasida PSA no en confirm KFM Musical Center Talent Microfinance na afin su dadaba take up omo na eboy etridom ye de nsema hodo no etimi ebesom ya eje bre ni adaje kenkan sem ne de mawo Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia mejesomene
Maame Esi Nkrumah ida mu ina asese enyume mu je bre etina mu tebe bi ehwe